I played Call of Duty Black Ops 7 so you don't have to. You're welcome. So it's been about a month since the highly anticipated release of Call of Duty 54 Black Ops 37, and people are absolutely stoked about it. The game is so amazing that the developers actually had to come out and apologize for how good it is. You are something else, Treyarch. I'm sure that most of you have probably just not even bothered to buy the game, so your perceptions of it are probably pretty negative. Now, I think enough time has passed and I've experienced enough of the game to truly answer, is it really that bad? Well, let's start with the campaign. This was by far the worst Call of Duty campaign I have ever played. I haven't even played every single Call of Duty campaign, but I'm willing to bet that this is the worst of them. I mean, it literally cannot get any worse. The premise of the story is basically the main characters tripping on drugs and at one point fighting a giant Merle. Yes, this footage is from an actual Call of Duty campaign. To be honest, I heard about all this backlash before actually playing it, and when the game first started, I was confused. The story seemed pretty intriguing and normal at first. At the beginning, we see Mason and his crew respond to the possibility that Menendez might actually still be alive, and at this point I was thinking, how could it possibly get so bad to deserve all this backlash? But then that question was answered very quickly. It got really weird, really fast. I honestly couldn't tell you much about what happened for most of the campaign because I was just so mentally checked out. I mean, they lost me with this story literally 10 minutes in. I'm probably in the minority with this opinion, but I actually enjoy the co-op aspect of the campaign. It's fun to play with other people and the actual gameplay was fun enough. But the story was just laughably bad. I mean, the developers had to have been smoking something when they were writing the script, so much so that they put it into the actual game. I honestly don't really have much else to say about it. It's just bad. 4 out of 10. Not even worth playing. Now moving on to the multiplayer. Now you all know what I was looking forward to with the multiplayer and the sole reason why I played this game. And honestly, the sole reason why we all played this game.
One of my favorite things in the map is the cat cafe. There's a karaoke bar, which is a lot of fun. Those is call outs where it's like, I got him in the cat cafe. That's gonna be fun to say no matter what.
Is this it? The cat cafe? Wow, it looks better than I could have ever imagined. I mean, this alone makes the game worth it. Bravo, Treyarch. You really pushed the envelope with this one, didn't you? Oh, it's a karaoke bar. Wait, this looks kind of sick, actually. What the hell is that? What the hell is that supposed to be? This multiplayer is not bad. It's actually pretty fun. The camo grind in particular is also easier than previous games. But for those of you who watched my Dark Matter video, I have zero interest in doing another camo grind ever again. Especially because there isn't even Dark Matter in this game and doesn't even look worth getting. One of the standout maps to me was Homestead. The aesthetics on this map are actually very visually appealing. Whoa. This actually looks really good. Not only that, but you can even swim on this map. Pretty groundbreaking stuff here. And of course, you can't talk about the multiplayer on a Call of Duty Black Ops game without mentioning Nuketown. It's pretty good, nothing too special. I mean, it has been the same map for 7 Black Ops games, so what can you really expect out of it? In my opinion, they peaked with the Nuketown design in Black Ops 3, and they're not really going to get any better than that. They did add a relatively unique flavor to this version though, which I appreciated. Whoa. They made the mannequins bad. I'll be honest, I haven't spent much time in the multiplayer, so I don't really have much else to say other than that. Enjoyable, but not something I'm likely to spend a ton of time on. 7 out of 10. And finally, my favorite thing in every Call of Duty game, the only thing that really matters to me in a Black Ops game, the zombies. I don't care what anyone says, I've had a ton of fun so far with this version of zombies. In terms of gameplay, is it basically the same as Black Ops 6? Yes, but the maps that have been released so far feel like they have their own place in this game, even if the core gameplay mechanics may feel stagnant in relation to the previous installments. There are 2 main maps that have been released with the debut of Season 1 so far. Ashes of the Damned was released on launch, and Astra Malorum was the second map released with Season 1. Ashes of the Damned is pretty large with transit-like mechanics, but instead of a bus, it's a truck that you can drive around. There are 6 different locations that you can drive to in this map. Janus Towers, where you spawn, Van Dorn Farm, Blackwater Lake, Ashwood, Zarya Cosmodrome, and Exit 115. Exit 115 is reminiscent of the diner from Black Ops 2, and Van Dorn Farm is also very similar to the Black Ops 2 farm. The main Easter egg in Ashes of the Damned has been getting a lot of attention. People have complained about the boss fight being too hard, about the Easter egg being too long, and about the fact that to beat the boss you're mostly driving a truck. I'm not necessarily saying that these complaints aren't valid, but I personally don't really have an issue with any of that. Now, this Easter egg took me a lot of attempts to beat, and if you want to see the full process of what it took for me to beat this Easter egg, link is in the description for the video on that. Now, I will say I can understand why people don't like this Easter egg, but I personally had a lot of fun doing it. And the wonder weapon in this map is also very fun to use. It basically shoots these dart looking things that you can actually recall and recharge your health as you do it. And when you pack a punch it, you can explode the darts as well. Overall, very fun map. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. The second map is Astra Malorum, which I also enjoyed. I had a much easier time with the Easter egg on this map, which I also have a video on if you want to check that out. Now this map looks really good. The space environment is really cool and they brought a pretty unique feel to it. There's a mini boss whose name is Oscar that is just kind of constantly there. He's not really worth killing because he spawns every 2 rounds, and when he doesn't see you, he just roams around the map. He's pretty annoying when he does see you, but you need him a good amount for the Easter egg. The wonder weapon in this map is definitely my favorite out of the 2 that we have so far in the game. It basically shoots these little disc looking things that automatically target zombies and spin around them, and they get recalled so you have infinite ammo. The Easter egg boss fight is on Mars, and you basically fight a giant laser shooting skull and 3 phases of a rock monster. With the wonder weapon and the frenzied guard field upgrade though, he's light work. Although, as of right now, I think they nerfed this, but still, boss fight is very doable. All in all, I've sunk a lot of hours into zombies so far, and I'm having a lot of fun. Solid 8 out of 10 overall, nothing groundbreaking, but enjoyable, fun, and memorable as a whole, which is really all I need out of zombies. I think people were too quick to judge this game before it even got released. Terrible campaign, pretty decent multiplayer, very fun zombies. And honestly, all I need out of a Black Ops game is the zombies to be on point, which it is with this installment. All I hear anybody say is that they want COD developers to remake old CODs, but if they did that, people would just complain they're not coming up with anything new. And when they try new things, people complain that they should just remake old CODs. There really is no way to truly satisfy this fan base. At the end of the day, you run around and shoot people and die over and over again in these games. There's only so much innovation you can do when this franchise has been around for 20 plus years. I'm kind of sick of COD as a result of playing it for so long because it's the same kind of game every year, which isn't necessarily the fault of the developers. It's just what Call of Duty is. And I keep coming back to it for the zombies, which is entertaining in Black Ops 7. In my eyes, Treyarch did a pretty good job for the most part. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. More zombies content coming as new maps get released, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you all in the next video.